Go to hardafseltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. We got the peach, we got the watermelon, we got the pina colada, and the blue raspberry. We're also available in over 200 stores in the state of Florida and Tennessee. And if you're heading out to the Major League ballparks this summer, make sure to check us out in the Miami Marlins Stadium, as well as Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We are live inside all three stadiums. So if you're down in Florida this year, check us out. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Oh, Jabraham Lincoln.
Oh,
we're back, baby.
Yeah.
You testing out your voice?
Yeah. Ooh.
There it is. Your vocal warm-up is beautiful.
Thanks.
Beautiful, Jabes. You look great today.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good. It's nice to check in on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Nice to see you.
You as well.
How have you been?
You as well. I've been good. I've been good. You know?
Good.
We go our separate ways in the morning. Jesse traditionally likes to catch up with a bro.
Yep.
Or a gal. I'm just kidding. Just girls.
Yeah, I just meet up with some bros.
Dudes. Yeah. No, she'll meet up with some ladies for some coffee.
My best guy friend.
And I'll go to the gym. Yeah, could you imagine, dude? We don't do that.
You don't know him, but he's my best friend.
Right. And that always works well on both. Both sides, doesn't it?
For sure.
Oh, it's my best girlfriend. You'll love her.
No,
Huh?
You don't really. I mean, she doesn't really hang out with like the family or anything, but like we have been friends since college, and nothing happened. Yeah,
Nobody has that. Nobody has that in this
Maybe
world.
they do, but TBD on how it's gonna work out.
I don't know any relationship where it's worked out.
No.
Not one.
No.
Not one.
No.
Title of the show today is Pickleball is the New Crypto, kids. And I want to confirm that now. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the pickleball craze. I just saw so much money being thrown around behind the scenes with Kevin Durant and Tom Brady and Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx had his own line of paddles and balls and all that stuff. You and I were at Dreamland down here in Texas where they hold a big tournament. It was televised, apparently. We didn't get to see it, but like there was McConaughey was there, Ben Affleck was there allegedly, and it's
Brady.
just crazy nuts. It's crazy nuts out there. So I was like, well, shit, maybe we're missing out on something. And then you and I played a few times, and I was like, man, really enjoy this.
So we played on the very beginning. I think it was like a year before that, or maybe 2 years before that.
Yes.
Where it was like the very beginning of the olds and the whites ruining it, right? So it was like still kind of cool and a funny thing you play drunk, right?
Right.
At that point. And then ever since then, it's completely just spiraled out of control. It's not funny anymore.
No.
It's, the joke of like playing the old person sport at the brewery is like completely gone.
Well, the weird thing is it stopped being a joke, and then they made a professional league, this professional pickleball league, and they tried to get us all to buy in on it. And looking at the setup, because the place we went in Dreamland, right? Fucking, 30 courts?
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like Wimbledon. They had, stands and seats and all that other stuff. And I was like, all right, well, maybe, I guess. But it kind of just seems like an old person's sport for people who aren't good enough at tennis.
Right.
And so hadn't seen it on TV yet, was kind of curious as to how this would all shake out. The irony of it for us is we watched the French Open finals on Sunday with arguably, what would you say, Bob? Is he the greatest men's tennis player of all time or just the greatest tennis player period of all time? Like,
He's the best ever.
I agree.
The best ever.
Yeah, Djokovic.
By far.
Right?
Yeah.
I would say so too, right? He probably should have the record if they didn't nuke him out of those.
He's missing about 3 to 4 Grand Slams on
vaccination status.
One was his fault.
Okay.
One he smoked a ball girl in the throat with a tennis ball.
That's right. Well, she deserved that. I remember that. She completely deserved it.
Why would she do?
No, he was pissed off and just like errantly hit a ball like fuck, and it drilled her right in the throat.
She probably shouldn't have been standing there anyways. You know,
right?
You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, I agree. She was wearing something inappropriate too. You know, she was asking for it.
Oh, okay.
No, he just accidentally hit her. But either way, he probably should have the record. You and I were watching this amazing tennis going back and forth, and we're like, man, this guy's amazing. Then we had lunch, came home, and pickleball was on. So we're watching pickleball. After just watching the greatest player of all time in the French Open, and then we turned on pickleball. The wide angle of the court looked like babies playing out there, and it was a fucking joke. It was horrific to watch on television. Yeah. And I don't get it. I don't know where they're going to go with this, and I certainly don't know anybody who's going to sit there and watch it. I found cornhole to be more enjoyable watching on television than this. Bowling maybe right after that.
And this is basically, actually, you know what a good comp is that they've done recently, and it's on ESPN a lot, and it's fucking dumb. They have like all these professional axe throwing leagues now. Remember? It's a hot new thing, man.
Yes.
Yeah. This is just another axe throwing. No one actually wants to, it's fun for you to do.
At a bar.
Right.
And there's bars, like axe throwing bars, I love. I think they're a blast and it's fun. But I don't expect anybody to come and watch me compete on television or invest millions and millions of dollars in my league. Same with pickleball. But the pickleball thing has already happened. It's already out there. There's professional teams. Millions of dollars have been dumped into this.
It's gone too far, but I think they probably realized a little bit early on, maybe not. But the train has already left the station for a lot of people.
Same with crypto. It left, and we were either on it or you weren't. And I think everybody thought they were going to be missing out, like on NFTs or crypto or something like that. And they're like, well, shit, I got to get in and own my own league and my own thing. I don't know what world you could fill up a stadium like the French Open or something and just sit there and watch that with a serious face and be like, yeah, man, this is really fucking good.
Because it's all like close net play. And it's just like old dorky. Do you know what I mean?
Dorks.
And again, it's just another
us.
thing.
It's for people, who are 33 and up. It's for us, Jesse.
Right.
It's not for a younger generation. There's no way young kids give a fuck about pickleball. Like, there's just no way.
No.
I don't know who's watching this. I don't know what their ratings will be, but this is going to be a colossal failure. Will we all look back at this in 5 years and be like, and remember that when they tried to make pickleball a thing? And
It's going to be so fucking dumb. The last time I went to play tennis, half the courts had been turned into pickleball courts.
Yeah.
And they were full. Credit where credit's due. Good business model, I guess, for the time being.
Sure.
It is, but it's an easier version of tennis. So it's half the size of the court, half the size of the rackets. The ball is relatively, the same,
it's like a ping pong.
Yeah,
It's like...
yes. It's a bigger version of ping pong.
Yeah.
Devil's Avocado here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Top 10 pickleball moments of March 2023 has 217,000 views on YouTube.
Okay, that's not a lot.
It's not, but
not a lot.
it's
something.
It's a peak of interest
It's something.
It's 217,000 views. Huh?
from just a random pickleball channel, though.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's not like the U.S. pickle. It's not like
Right,
a leagues channel or
right,
anything.
right.
It's just some random pickleball highlight.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably some people that were grandfathered in, right? Like they started doing it when it was funny and like cool and different, and then they just kept it going.
The doubles is really what gets me. It's a much higher pace of play.
No.
Are you being serious?
Are you being serious? Because they move in.
You're the person who is all in crypto and all that other stuff. Like, you're that guy. Like,
It reminds me of Foursquare.
No, the comparison is it's just wiffle ball to baseball. right?
Yes.
Wiffle ball to baseball, yeah.
Either one. Ping pong. However
the
you want
way,
to size it up. It's
Wiffle ball, terrible to watch.
It is.
Terrible to
100%.
Horrible
Fun to play.
No, it's not.
It's fun when
No,
you're a
it's
kid
not.
or old. Yes.
Where?
It's
How?
fun.
Drunk.
Yes.
Right?
Drunk.
So
yes.
These
Same with pickleball.
games that like
Same with pickleball.
darts, cornhole, pickleball, like these games that are meant to be played, axe throwing.
Bar games, fraternity
Drunk in a bar
games,
and
yes.
it's funny and
It
you
is. It's
joke
fun.
about going pro.
Well,
Yeah.
and the thing is, these games are literally for people not athletic enough to do the real
Exactly.
sport that
Yes.
they're based off of.
Yeah.
Have you seen like real pro like dart like
We have.
darts on TV where it's just like these are real athletes. I think they even have a beer while they're I mean
They do.
Yeah,
They drink beer on stage. I watched it on ESPN Ocho for the day. You know how they have all those weird things all day long. And so I watched the darts one. It's impressive that they're able to hit all the numbers. But we're just watching a board and then a guy 8 feet away.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I'm not going to say it's anything that's requires real athleticism.
Right.
I just can't do that. So watching this shit on Sunday, I was like, oh my God, it was the first televised time I had seen this. And I was like, this is going to be a massive failure. And all these people just put so many millions of dollars.
Me and Bob are sucked in over here on these highlights. I'm not going to lie. He's not
Bob
gonna know.
loves
Bob
it.
is
5
not.
minutes.
Bob
is not.
loves it, dude.
It's not. Bob's not even close on this.
No,
Because
he
Bob
never
called this months ago.
No, he never has been.
No.
I don't think Delco has either. But of just like Bob's a country club guy, right? He wants to play fucking tennis, you know what I mean, with the
Right.
sweater around the thing. And then they go there and it's these long hairs with no job playing pickleball.
Yeah, they're putting on racket face.
They
and
made-
I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
One of my precious basketball courts at Lifetime Fitness, a pickleball court.
Yeah.
I think that's stupid. Like the reason that I liked it at Dreamland because it was just a bar, a brewery, and people were having fun with it.
I'll happily play pickleball.
For sure.
Same here.
Right there.
Like, totally.
Same
Yeah.
here.
But I don't want it, and these are like for real pickleball courts, and everyone has a drink, and nothing's serious.
Right.
Once they did turn it into serious, then I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do this. I didn't even want to do it at Dreamland anymore because I was like, this is dumb.
I don't want to join a pickleball league. I don't want to do any of that dumb bullshit. Like, I will pick up, if I'm bored at a brewery or something, I'll pick up a paddle
Yes.
and go fuck around. That's it, though.
Good luck getting a court.
I know. That's the other part.
Exactly right.
There's so many people playing. You have to put your name in like hours in advance or show up, and people are dressed up in actual tennis
And that's-
skirts and things like that, where you're just like, wait, what?
And there's people that are there like sober and really just wanting to play pickleball. And like, I don't want to be judged by them. So it's like before it was just like a bunch of losers
That's
playing.
why you have to have game because they're there judging you and you
I
drink
know.
beers and you're like, no, I'm going to beat you.
Listen,
Get off
I
my
know.
court.
If it's a bit, I'm cool with it. Like
For
if somebody
sure,
goes
that's
to like a
all
mini
it
golf
was.
course and tries to have like a mini Masters or
Yes.
something and just makes
Sure.
it, just
Makes
a bullshit
yeah.
thing, I'm fine with that.
But the way they
Right.
shot this on television was a serious match. Even the announcers, the way they were talking about this guy, the one I watched was the doubles one, and even the doubles one was boring as shit. But there was a guy from Austin. He was the one with the leggings on because you were like, is that guy really wearing fucking leggings? Like he's going to get injured or trying to keep his
We
muscles
should
warm?
maybe pull up like pictures of like the best people in the
So the guy-
league,
well,
maybe? Just
so,
because they're
yes.
all so dorky.
They just kept talking about this guy from Austin and the talent he has and the raw natural
I don't
ability
know.
and how he's going to be a superstar in the sport.
Or like the
Look
hot
up-
dog
it's a-
eating contest where like they get super serious with the announcements. Like that's funny, but it's just one day. It's
Well, that
not
guy's
like,
making, but that's a bit, right? And he's
That's what
making
I
fun of the
mean.
whole thing, and it's great.
But I think this is how. This
Bob,
is
type
how
in the white
all
guy
of
from
this-
Austin. He's from Austin, Texas, and he was the next big superstar in pickleball, right from our own backyard.
But I
here.
think
And
how
was like,
this is
wait,
how
what?
all of these jokes get started is like
But he wasn't joking.
drunken
They
dudes
weren't
back in the
joking.
day were
Yeah.
like, wouldn't it be funny if we had like a professional team?
But now
And
it's
then
actually
some
happened.
Old idiot actually made it happen, and now it's dumb.
Yeah. Type in, white man best pickleball player in Austin.
I think he had the list
I
there.
have like a ranking list. I don't.
Yeah, let's just see one. Like, let's just see what we're like.
Colin Johns is number one.
Okay.
Ben Johns number two.
Oh, they're brothers, the Johns.
yeah.
Oh, the
Right.
John brothers,
Yeah.
Riley Newman.
You guys got to use the Johns?
the John boys.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, your description was redundant. They're all fucking white.
Oh, are
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a huge
yeah,
shock.
yeah.
I never would have guessed that in a million
yeah,
years. I never would have guessed.
Yeah, exactly.
That in a
The
million
white
years.
guy from Austin. What are you talking?
Yeah, you're right.
About?
It's probably everyone.
He's gonna have to find.
But this is doubles
The needle in the
rankings.
white
Let's
haystack.
See. Singles rankings here. Ben John's also number 1 in singles.
I think that's the guy then. Yeah, pop him up. Pop up a pic of Ben Johns. Ben Johns. I mean, what is even that name? What is that?
I mean,
that sounds like a made-up pickleball name.
The whites need a
Ben
sport.
Johns. Whites have plenty of sports.
that we're like good at.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
It's called the Winter Olympics.
it's called tennis.
Yeah.
But sure.
Tennis, Winter Olympics.
The Europeans, the purebloods have that.
There you go.
Oh, that's true.
Is this him?
is him.
Yeah,
Look
okay.
at that athlete.
This is what I'm talking about. So this was the dude,
Okay.
and he's got a tennis racket in one hand, which I'm not sure why.
a lot of these dudes are washed tennis players.
Right. So
Like a lot. So actually, one of the biggest proponents of pickleball now, and I think he's moving his way up the rankings, is Sam Querrey, who made, I want to say, the U.S. Open final or the Wimbledon final a couple years ago. He's an American player. He was hanging around in Grand Slams for a minute, but now he's kind of too old and washed, so he's playing pickleball.
It's a perfect
That's-
retirement
that-
home for them.
That's what it's
it
supposed
is,
to be.
and
That's
but that's
where
what
it
it's supposed
started.
to be. And we're not supposed to watch this on TV. We're not. Kevin Durant's not supposed to own the
So
league.
now we need to open up. What is the shuffleboard like with the?
curling.
No, the shuffleboard with the thing. Yeah, shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard,
right?
yeah. It's
Not
just
the table
It's just
one.
shuffleboard, yeah. Just shuffleboard.
What's the table one called?
I like that one a lot, where you have to
don't
put it
know.
in your house.
Yeah, it's really long, so you can,
It is.
And, like, the
and you're trying to
sand
knock
and
off the
stuff.
other
Yeah, yeah,
balls.
and you play
and
like
it's-
3 times.
But that
It's great.
started at retirement home.
Yeah.
Of
it
like
did.
the
Yep. And now we should
stick
bring that
you
into
try and push.
the
Yeah, so now
the
let's like
professionals.
have
Let's do it.
younger dudes playing shuffleboard. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just like it's all the jokes that they've gone too far.
It's
Bocce
all the
ball?
jokes. And by the way,
Bocce's a thing,
Bocce
yeah.
ball, yeah. Speaking of all the jokes, Bob, I texted you something earlier here. I've said this in the past on the show where I still follow like my cities and things like that from where I used to live on Facebook or whatever. And we post a lot in Drinking Bros Sports, in particular bets. Like, for instance, last night, bet the Denver game, bet the first half on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinking Bros doubles your first deposit up to $2,000. And then I bet the live line, and we ended up winning that. And it was a fun night, and it was all funsies involved. Now, when I'm on there, I can't help but catch whatever is in my little screen from the feed that I have that I never use on Facebook. This is what popped up last night, and this was from a group, and I just want to post this because a bunch of RPR, we have a Ross Patterson Revolution private page.
Okay.
This was posted in there last night. If you could pop this
Are we
up,
going to show
Bob.
the name and stuff?
Yeah, because it's public.
Okay.
It's public all over Facebook. Everybody's looking at it. God, pop
Do
it
we
up.
want to expose this? All right.
Yes, it's fine. It's everywhere. This has gotten thousands and thousands of comments now at this point. So, Bob, if you could read that to the audience, that'd be great.
Can't sleep, ZZZ emoji. Someone call, phone emoji, my husband, and see if he will take me and our dog emoji, to Flint Creek. I may or may not be wearing panties. And then the head massage emoji.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Public post. There's probably 20, 30,000 comments on there right now.
Okay.
She got very, very angry that people were commenting on her breasts and her lack of not wearing panties potentially to walk the
Sure.
dog at the dog park and
Yeah.
everything else. And she said, "This was for my husband. You do not get to comment on my tits or me not wearing panties."
What?
Yeah.
So she's just a freak.
Public post that this went out on, and there's a lot of people that fucking do this shit. And I'm like, what? Is it a bit, or do you really not know? Because the post back to people, like, she's pissed. She's
Right.
pissed off in the comments. And I
Oh.
read some of them, and a bunch of our listeners sent this in, and they were like, read the fucking comments on here. She's going after people. This is my husband. This is meant for me and my husband. You don't have a right to comment on my tits.
We know someone, and everyone in the chat knows someone that used to do this exact same thing, like post basically her butthole and vagina. And
Oh,
if
shit,
anyone,
you're right.
if
Yes.
anyone messaged or DM'd her, she would fucking go off on them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is your problem? You
I'm
know
married.
I'm married.
Yep.
How's
like,
the butthole doing?
great,
I don't know.
great.
I haven't talked to her or her butthole.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We haven't brought up that butthole in a minute.
I haven't brought up the butthole, but I think doing great. doing a little bit of like, I guess, softcore porn with her new boyfriend. Like,
Really?
doing good.
Yeah, getting out there.
Doing
no
good.
way.
Doing
That's
good.
exactly what I predicted. Okay.
Looking great, as always.
You bought that ticket on my bookie, right?
I call that a
Looking
long
great,
time
as
ago.
always. But
You can add Paige Van Sant to that list as well. God,
of what?
somebody who's going to venture into that world as well. I'd call that a while back.
Let's have her back on the show.
So,
Once people start seeing that money, they're
Right.
like, maybe I should. you
yeah.
know?
But I think it's a really weird move.
It is. And it's like, why do you have to, if you're not looking for these type of comments, you don't post this on social media.
You
I know.
are, and then you want your husband to see that everyone is like, oh, blah, 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 or that you get DMs or whatever, but you want also show him that like you would never, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's for him. I know you guys all think I'm so hot, but you better just cut it out.
It's all for daddy.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So it's like there is a psychology of that a little bit of like you kind of want your husband and yourself to know that like there's people out there.
Yeah.
Right.
That thing.
Because then also
attractive.
because the caption also sounds like she's mad at him, like to walk our dog.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
it's
even though
a
I'm the
bizarre-
only one that walks him, and it's like in the middle of a fight they're having about walking the dog, yet she's like, so it started out, I think, to fuck with her husband, and then they made up, and so she's like,
Or
she has to in the comments be like, I don't do that. You guys are out of control, insane.
Or is it because the husband wouldn't walk the dog and she's like, look, if you keep neglecting me and our dog, I'm going to post a picture with my tits out in a bra with the dog and then say, hey, if you're not going to walk this dog, here's 800 other men who will because they're going to comment.
There's something to that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it just like, again, it's like pickleball. It got out of control. She didn't mean for it to. Is it? It's still up.
It's still up. And so I posted on it
she likes
last
it.
night and I
If
just
she
said,
didn't,
look.
she would have taken it down.
Well, my post just said, look, I don't care about you. I'm just here because I want to fuck your husband.
Right.
And it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
And the listeners got involved in that and everything
right.
else. But yeah, she was berating other people, other men who were saying, oh man, I love me between those titties. Motorboat, motorboat, whatever.
Sure.
They were saying, that's just, obviously I'm just reading out what they were saying.
Right. I may or may not be wearing panties.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Walking the
she
dog.
doesn't understand. I mean, she looks great, but a little bit older.
Yeah.
And maybe she doesn't understand how Facebook works, and she really thought that was a DM to her husband,
I think that there's
which
just,
my mom has done before,
Really?
where she's like put something out thinking that she's like sending it right to me or something, but it's on the board. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But what, Bob?
It could be that, or honestly, there's just a lot of people over the age of 40, 45 at this point that kind of just think social media is a cave that they whisper their secrets into.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I guess so. I just, when I look at this shit, I'm like, in what world, dude? I don't really get it. Just be happy that, how old is, she's probably in her 50s, probably. Yeah. Be grateful if it was a post to your husband or whatever. At least, have some fun with it and say, hey, I didn't know I'm married, or don't respond. Or just delete it. Just if you're that
Delete
unhappy
the
about
post,
it, delete it,
But
she left it,
I
and
don't
it's been going
know
on
if
for
you-
days now.
I don't know if you know about Facebook. But the whole point of Facebook is to start fights. And then get mad at people for fighting. Do you know what I mean? Like that is every single post.
I'm only I'm gonna use it for private groups now. I think my Instagram is connected to Facebook, so if you see something on there, chances are it came from the Instagram. But that's about it. It's just for private groups for Drinking Bros and RPR, and that's it for the podcast. That's all I use Facebook for.
Okay, well, most people
And checking
use
in
it
on your own
to.
towns.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but that'll for whatever reason that's the top of my feeds, which That I don't really mind because it's like, oh shit, I like that city, or what happened there? And
Wilmington,
there's
North
a weird
Carolina,
story.
Dogwood Festival. Man
Yeah,
gets drunk,
dude.
falls off
Right?
road.
Yeah, man, I
Right?
missed that. Like Dave Matthews was. It's
Walnut Creek.
not Walnut Creek. There's a new amphitheater in Wilmington, and I was like, holy shit!
It's like the
Congratulations,
yacht
they
club or
made it.
something like
They
that,
made
yeah.
it. Way to go.
You
Wilmington.
do make it once you got Dave Matthews.
Yeah, they got Fish coming, three
Damn.
nights in a row. Widespread's coming for 3 nights in a row. Robert Plant.
Jesse, you trying to take a trip?
All of that sounds awesome.
Jelly Roll's coming at the end of the year.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go,
I'm not a
dude.
big fan of his music.
Anyone
but
good? Yeah. What?
Jesse, come on.
Anyone that you don't have to be completely fucked up to enjoy? No.
Look,
Yeah.
drugs are fun. So I don't.
For sure.
First bad guy.
Hey, if you're
For
but if you
sure.
live in a beach town, it's like, yeah, man. All those people just want to smoke weed, drink some local,
Yeah.
Wilmington brewery, and then be on with their lives. Like, and
Sure.
what a great night. I'm
Be
not
done
going
by
to shit on
9:30
that.
p.m.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to shit on that. I bet you there's a noise ordinance down there. I was down by Dan's old place.
Yeah, I'm
So I
sure
bet
they
you
need to be
they're going to be
done
off by
by
11:30 tops, and it's a nice night down
Can we
there.
take 5 minutes to reminisce on Wilmington?
I love it.
I know, oh my gosh.
I love it. But speaking of the local cities and towns, you guys got absolutely fucking torched this morning, dude, DM-wise, over the Hannah Rucker yesterday. My God, dude.
What's wrong with Hannah Rucker?
we knew it.
Did you know it?
Like 2 people sent you a DM?
No. There was a lot. We have a lot of listeners in Austin. We have a lot of people that live in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And
What were we wrong about?
Well, I'll go through it with you now because there was one that was just amazing here. Hang on, let me open this up.
Should
I
we
don't know how to
have
do it
a
on the
picture?
computer.
Should we have a
We've
picture
there.
of?
Pull up Hannah Rucker on
Hannah.
Instagram.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't even want to just like objectify her anymore, but like she's fine.
Yes,
It's whatever.
she's a
Like,
nice girl. We could go out for one dinner. We would realize we're not right for each other, and then move on.
She's
How would
nothing
you?
special?
Would she realize that
Nothing
you
special. Mid, you guys called her yesterday, which was
yes,
crazy.
and
to
I
me.
will stand by that.
This is nuts. So, Giorgio, we'll start with the first one here, okay?
the problem?
I don't know. I don't know what's going
She's
on.
fine.
I don't know what's going on. So, Giorgio,
A wonderful lady.
the first DM said, hey,
Wonderful lady. Is she too?
Like this isn't as absurd as Dan saying Taylor Swift is a 3.
both are absurd.
Right.
Both of you guys are absolutely absurd.
Right.
But, Giorgio, look, one of the listeners said, hey, we saw one of Giorgio's ex-girlfriends on some of the old shows. Do we really need to compare that girl to Hannah Rucker? And I said, no. And we know who that is, right?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Who?
Yeah, but like
She looks a lot better now.
Who?
My ex.
The girl with the
that
braces.
She's not
braces
braces anymore.
off,
Yeah.
hair's longer. I bet, right?
Yep. She looks like Frankie from Lip Service now.
Well, then you could just. I mean, you could be.
Who?
It's the British version of the L word. I was really into like lesbian
Oh,
dramas
okay,
as a child.
Okay. I mean, Giorgio, the numbers that were flying around about Homegirl were next to Hannah Rucker. It was like, in what world?
It's a type, though. This isn't his type.
If I hung out with Hannah today, she would be the 25th most attractive person I've seen in the last 72 hours.
In
Yeah,
person
but-
and hung out with.
So
Yes.
we should preface this by saying, we're going to talk about this on Friday's show with Uncle Laser. I think he went to Vegas this weekend, right?
I did, and then Austin on Saturday. I had a big
all
Austin
right.
He
on
was at
Saturday.
Daddy's Juiced house, okay?
Laser hangs out with hot chicks.
Whoa.
OnlyFans models. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're all porn stars to like
Yeah.
the nth degree, tatted up to the nth degree,
Right.
Legitimately did a trivia show with Madison Morgan blowing him.
which is great.
A girl that Dan recognized by her butt alone.
Sure did. And that's
Which Dan?
hilarious.
This one.
Delco.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So that's what side you're on now, where it's just like, you can't take these girls anywhere.
Yes, you can. You can take these girls everywhere.
Everywhere that they go.
Where you guys go. But
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
like, I mean, you're stuck in the gutter forever at that point.
What's your point?
You're stuck in an absolute dumpster, and you can't go anywhere beyond or above a Red Lobster.
We thrive in the dumpster. What is your
Getting it
point?
out the mud.
That's not
Ross.
true. Like the restaurants you love are very, very expensive. You could not show up with one of those porn stars at any of the restaurants
know
you
how
love in
much
this
they
life.
In
make?
Austin, you can.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, you can.
I haven't seen a porn star out.
A porn star will be led into like yeah.
Do you remember Jimmy
A
G?
porn star will be led into Red Ash.
You remember
before they'll
Jimmy
let
G
me.
when he got his first big contract, and we talked about it on RPR, and then he took that porn star out
Oh,
on
yeah,
Rodeo
yeah.
Drive.
Well, you can't really go out with a porn star in general, especially if they're recognizable. Because I used to hang out with Mia all the time when she lived here, And yeah, you can't go out with Mia Khalifa in public.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, because there's fucking weird ass dudes that just come up and just like.
No shit. I mean, you're the weird ass dude. You recognize that girl who was blowing Uncle Laser just from her asshole.
I mean, it's a recognizable ass.
I saw Uncle Laser's story first, but yeah, Giorgio's.
Okay. I was gonna say, dang, that is.
And you know, Ross,
deep.
you have to know, once you peer behind the curtain, it's hard to go back to Hannah Rucker.
It's not.
Yeah.
If you want
At
a
any
life,
point,
if you want
at
a
any
life,
point in your life, do you want a Hannah Rucker or do you want a porn star forever? Are you just like not there?
I've had
yet?
a Hannah Rucker.
Yeah, so have I. Yeah, we spent 2 years with Dan with Hannah Rucker, basically.
Okay.
And, you know, how's that end?
that's probably his longest relationship, though, right?
No.
No, the longest relationship was like 3 years.
3 years. How long was the last one? The
3
last
years.
longest one. Okay, 3 years. Yeah. And that's your longest relationship, right?
Yeah.
3 is 3, right? Am I counting wrong or?
3 is the same as 3. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So that's
Giorgio said 2, so
either way.
Okay.
But you cannot, and unless you're dedicating your life to porn stars, and then that's kind of it. You can throw kids and family and all that stuff out the window if that's what you want to do.
I hung out with their child earlier in the day, and it was awesome. We like played tag, and we had this little coin. We played hide and go seek for like 2 or 3 hours, where everyone was still hungover.
With the
In
porn star's
Vegas?
child?
Yeah,
In Vegas.
Where were you hanging out with the kid?
at the house.
At the house? What house?
Daddy's juice.
The house where everyone was staying?
Yeah, remember that OnlyFans the temporary tattoo I posted online? Yeah, that was put on. I figured it would be better to be on me.
Hey, Jesse, you know that OnlyFans house where all the porn stars were that were sucking off Uncle Laser?
That's where
the kid
That's
was
where you played tag with the kid?
with the kid, yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, and I'm sure
in the
he'll
morning,
be fine.
in the morning.
And
And then
hung out with the nanny. She was cool
and
too.
then the nanny goes or
I
the
think
nanny
you're,
stays.
You're also vastly underrated in how weird Austin is. Like people are pretty chill with
It's
it
a
here.
big house too.
It's like Vegas, Austin. There's certain cities where you can get away with this.
I don't think you can take a porn star to like Mastro's in Vegas though. I've never seen it.
In Vegas you can.
Not
For
a porn
sure in
star.
Vegas.
For sure
Not a
in
real
For sure in
tatted up-
Vegas,
They all
not
live
out
in
here.
Vegas.
trick ass porn star.
They all
Like,
live
there's
in
no
Vegas.
way.
For
All
sure
drive
in Vegas.
Maserati, SUVs.
We've seen it. But
At a
unless you're
restaurant?
unless you're gonna live in Vegas, I don't know where else.
I've seen like a show where it's like, oh hey, but the lights are going to be down. Not a lot of people are going to look, you know. But not like a bright like restaurant where it's like, oh hey, this is my woman and my date. Except for actually that's not true. Remember those old dudes that were but they were like prostitute proud, where they were just like, hey, this is my prostitute and I'm 68 years old.
Right.
Is that what you guys are going to be then? Because then I can understand this.
No. Honestly, the women are so sex positive now. I think they want you to have some experiences like this. This makes you a more well-rounded partner.
Jesse, can you answer that for women, please? Because I can't. I just can't.
You just don't talk about your past. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like that's literally all you have to do. Just never
And
mention the
Austin
past.
is not a small town.
It'll never come back, right? You'll never ask
It's
about
not
it.
a big city with a small town feel, which means everybody knows everything about you.
And since I don't do any of these things, I get to have all the fun and experience it, but also still be the clean,
We're
nice
also-
boy who holds the camera.
Yeah.
incredibly online, so like we can't hide anyway.
Right.
Okay.
You live for the people when you're outside.
With all the comments, though, I just sifting through them. I was like, "There's just no way you guys will ever get married at this point. Like, it's over." How old are you, Giorgio?
33.
33. You're 32, I think. Right? Yeah. There's no way.
Well,
Honestly, I think
no
the
way.
sky's up for both of us.
you weren't married at that age.
No, but it was intentional. So like, I knew.
I'm just saying.
I knew the.
I'm just saying.
I knew the year and all that stuff that I was going to get married. Like all of it. And then
So it was more like the time than the person.
No, not that. I knew the time and I knew the dollar amount in the bank account where I was just like, all right.
But that's how marriage works, is you're just like on the same timeline. Do you know what I mean?
Just feels.
It's not like soulmate or like the person that you're meant to be with. Do you know what I
it's
mean?
like, I'm ready
it's
to
like
settle.
who's ready to settle at the same time.
It's like, do we both like to
In
watch
the
the same
same
things on Netflix?
Yeah. In the same vicinity.
See, when you're hating on my ex, this is what it was. We liked the same restaurants. We made the same jokes, like the same shows. We both were just binge watching Mrs. Maisel.
Right.
Well, what the other question that we got in the DMs
And
was
she wanted
was
to
what,
stay in all the time too, right?
Yeah. She
Which you didn't want to do.
Daddy's.
That's what I mean. She
streets. Yeah.
wanted to settle down before you were ready.
Yes, right? The girl with the braces? She wanted to get her braces off.
We're both just were on different paths at the time, and we're still close to each other and have a good relationship. And things come back in the future. They may.
Yeah, this is boring me.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man.
Back to the blowjobs.
Yeah,
Jesus
back
Christ.
to
I mean, it's
porn
fucking
stars
insane.
at Mastro.
I don't think it's going to happen then. Because the other question we got, somebody else was like, hey, dude, if you're saying that chick is mid, what do you rate yourself? Like, Giorgio, out of 10, what do you rate yourself then?
Mid plus.
No, but what number is that out of 10?
It's hard to quantify.
It also doesn't matter if you have a sense, like a personality or humor always makes up for it.
Yeah.
But that's, you don't know the people that you're, like Taylor Swift, right? We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, but as a man, like
her
guys,
talent supersedes and that adds to the number, right? Do you guys have to add to the number? Because the audience was honest. They were like, Delco doesn't need to add to that number just looks-wise. They were like, Giorgio, you got to get to know. You got to get to know on there. What is the number you think you are? Because you guys were saying Hannah Rucker was like a 6 or a 7.
it's I go 0 or 1.
For
Yes or no, binary.
Yes or no? That's all you need.
Oh. Okay. Swipe
God
or
intended.
don't. Swipe or don't, right?
And then we see how long it lasts. You start the timer.
then there's no way you should be tossing out ratings out of 10 anymore.
She has like a great job.
That's out the window.
She's on TV.
I know.
She helps kids get adopted.
She's helping orphans and
She's
shit.
been in both our DMs.
Can I be real though?
Yeah.
Have you?
Like what is
but
be
in
real?
both your DMs or matched?
both probably?
Yeah,
No,
be
Most
real.
people from Texas and especially in Austin, man, they suck. Their personalities are just trash.
they're miserable.
They're
Like cool
so-
that you made it to TV. You were a journalism major at Northwestern, probably awesome.
Not even. They think like Austin is just like this epicenter of just culture, and they think like there's no better city in America, and it's the worst, man.
I don't mind that, though. Like, you love Philadelphia. Most people would
No, he
agree.
doesn't.
no, I don't.
No,
I
he would
moved.
live there if he
moved to
if he loved
Florida.
it.
Well, but there's a lot of people out there who love their hometown, whatever that hometown is. I'll put it on me. Some of my friends are from Cleveland. A lot of my college friends are from Cleveland. They're like, oh, I love Cleveland. Cleveland's fucking awesome. I hate Cleveland. Like, I've never once had like one of those, oh my God,
But
yes, we're
everyone
here in Cleveland.
from here is like super dumb.
But there's a lot of people
so dumb.
in their cities who love their towns.
It's not about that. That's what Dan's trying to say. Is, me and him talk about this all the time off air. We've been here for a decade. They're like vacant.
They don't travel. They don't go anywhere.
They're just these like they don't leave. Texas has this like special thing where it really keeps you inside of it, and you just think Texas is the whole world. The whole world cares about Texas, and you just kind of like your personality is.
No one cares about Texas.
And Austin
Anywhere in
especially-
any of the coastal towns, do they not
Austin-
give a?
In
Yeah.
Austin is this blueberry and a tomato soup. They think they're so fucking special.
We're so
Well, they
liberal,
think
look
they
at us,
are.
we're so progressive.
They actually think they are like a big city.
Well, I would say it is, right?
Like
What's the
LA.
market, Bob?
There's
Truly
4
not.
blocks of
It's
downtown.
really,
and one
really
of them is
not.
Hang on.
Fallujah.
Look up the market share.
Tim Dillon,
Look up
chill.
the market share for Austin.
Like
I bet
TV?
I bet it's 22.
No, I think it's barely inside the top 30.
Check it out. I'd be
Like
curious.
just for example, if you go to Dallas, let's say, like there are so many more things at your disposal. Stores, people to. I got like a windshield in 2 seconds. I got tire down this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
in one day. Restaurants. It's just that's a city.
Let me read you a list of cities that are bigger TV markets than Austin.
Okay.
Texas.
Well, real quick, just tell me which number Austin is, and then go to the others.
35.
Wow. I would have said way higher. I was wrong.
Here's
Okay.
some cities that are bigger: Kansas City,
Whoa.
Really?
St. Louis,
TV.
Pittsburgh, Indianapolis.
Really? Yeah. Shit, we've been to all of these cities too, by the way. I would still rather everything that
I
you
don't
just
even
named. I would
know.
still rather live in Austin.
And
but
by
yeah.
the way, San Antonio as well.
Oh God.
Yeah, but that's by city limits, not by metro area, which is what really counts.
Oh, look at that.
Nobody can hear
Yeah.
you, Dan.
And nobody can hear
Metro
you.
area.
Yeah,
Can
you're.
hear you, Dan.
Metro area is typically like what they count as a sort of what the actual city is.
Got it, man.
So
The
what we're
cities you
saying-
named, though, some of those were super depressing, and you and I have been to most of them together.
Yeah.
If you're a bachelorette party out there and you want to go to St. Louis, because obviously a bigger and better city, me and Rob will start a concierge service where we can take you out to all the best places because we know the loo.
St. Louis, though, is the only place that required us to have a bodyguard when we stayed there. I'm not kidding. Remember that for the car? And then we had to introduce ourselves to that fucking guy, and I was like, "Is he legit? Are we giving the keys to this guy?"
Keep that thing on you.
God damn, dude, that was nuts. And we were there for the World Series, so it wasn't like, we were just popping in for some, strange thing.
Austin makes literal no sense. Like, the reason it blew up, I'm still not entirely sure. Because it's cool. Like, they thought it was cool.
South by
Pickleball. But do you know what I mean? Like it's a pickleball. Like somebody was like, "This place is so fucking cool. There's nothing here.
So
there's barbecue. There's, like,
I'll tell
cool
you. I'll be
bars."
honest with you. So, yeah, I love the food.
And then everyone like
food is great here. The entertainment
ruined
is
it.
great here all the way around. You're close to everything. There's a ton of stuff to do. The one thing that I don't like the fucking summers. I don't like the allergies and all that other bullshit.
You
but
can drink.
I understand. Yeah, there's a shit ton of bars.
That's it, though.
I like
You can drink,
downtown.
that's it.
I like all the shit you can do. You have access to it. And yeah, I mean, every concert comes here. Every comedian comes here.
The private clubs are nice. I've recently started dabbling in that around Austin.
Yep.
And
we went to one the other night, and it was great.
Being able to do your drugs like out in the open in front of people is pretty freaking sweet.
I've just been here for so fucking long.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Yeah.
I think it's you at this point. And
No,
you
I
need to
mean-
find that porn star and settle down in Vegas where you should be. And take
I would
her out
say
to
like
Mastros.
every time I go downtown though, I feel this same way Delco does, and I don't even go down there that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I go down there and I'm just like, and like every place looks like I don't know what to choose, and there's so many people everywhere.
Any
and
soul the city had is long gone.
yeah, and so like the days of like 2011 South by are gone.
The amphitheater.
But
holds
like,
on.
but there's people that are still trying to like hold on to
That's what
it.
I'm saying. You got Latchkey on Sundays. Great local bands playing there for a little.
What
inside
am I going to
Austin.
do there? I mean, what am I really going to
Watch
do
the
there?
music at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I know if they let me in. Do you know what I
Jesse,
mean?
You're not plugged
like it's
into
not.
the comedy scene, all right? The
No,
local
I'm just
Austin
not,
comics
like-
going to Latchkey to listen to Nether Hour.
I'm too.
Dan's attacking me now.
It's not for me. It's sad, but it's not
No,
for me.
but a
I thought it
mid-Sunday- A
was
mid-Sunday could be.
a mid Sunday.
No.
Thank you so much. I would love to go out on a mid Sunday.
It's a time.
Do you want to do the exact same thing every fucking Sunday? Because you can at Latchkey.
I do the same
funny.
thing.
Seriously, it's
I do the exact same thing, Delco, every Sunday. It's just shopping and getting ready for the week and making sure I don't kill my kids because I've been with them for 2 days straight.
Yeah, the
And I
weekends are
can't hear mom one more time without just slapping someone before they even tell me what they wanted. What?
the weekends are worse now.
They're worse
the week
now.
is better.
You guys don't even understand. Like today, I am
stars
like,
are
this
terrible.
is the best. Do you know what I mean?
Coming to work?
Coming to work?
Yeah, but start a family.
Yeah. But also,
It's what you should.
but also, why can't you guys just DM Hannah Rucker back and have that life?
Yeah, dude.
You know?
I don't get it.
Because that life is
I don't get
pickleball,
it.
Jesse. That life is
I know.
pickleball on Sundays and walking our two ugly little dogs.
I know. I that's why I think you guys will not get married or have children or anything. Like, it's just not for you guys.
We're destined to move to Europe and be expats.
correct.
Exactly.
Correct. That's what
And
I think
I
is going to
say-
Up
happen.
with really low V-necks or button-down silk shirts, still lifting weights on the beach in Greece in our mid-50s, hanging
Yep.
out with 22-year-olds on Yacht Week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to be Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Just having a kid at 80.
time.
Having a kid at 80.
79.
Finally settling down at 82.
You know, it's you
Let's
figure
go.
to see what the other side lives like.
I like the best comment though of this whole thing was after telling Jesse how great the city was, Giorgio limited her to 2 hours of the week in which she would be allowed.
That they
out
would like let
someplace.
me in
Yeah.
someplace
Yeah.
that was
no.
cool.
You know what you'd be great at is a
Yeah.
mid-Sunday
Mid-Sunday at-
from 2:15 to 4.
Yeah,
You'd be
and not
great.
a table in the shade. They're going to give you one straight in the sun
Bacon
and tell
and
you to just
stand-
fucking
standing
deal
room
with
only.
it. Yep. Yeah.
It's kind of a there's like a little bit of a dance floor pit, but it's mostly standing and just walking. In circles.
Yeah. So no, there's a couple places I can
We
go.
stand by Hannah
No.
Rucker. We stand by the girl from The Bachelor too. Remember her? Like, that was a nice, like, wholesome person.
She was fine.
You know, both. We stand by both of them.
Right.
And I feel bad.
What
you
I
know?
really want is for them to like see Hannah out or something and have her like
Same.
be
And Hannah just fucking Heisman and be like, oh, hey, you're a 5. You're not even close to my league.
or like she's drinking or whatever, and they go like, oh, all right.
I don't want to
All
be
right,
like
Hannah.
pushed into this corner where I'm
Same.
like, oh, she's fucking gross, because she's not. She's fine. But you were just like, you were kind of like hyping her up to be this all-world.
We weren't. But
No,
you,
you
the
knew
word
her by
mid.
name and said her. I watch her every day.
We do. Jesse and I watch her every single morning.
And
But
you
to
were
say
hyping
that
her
it
up
is
so hard.
mid, we were like, in what world? And to Dan's point over there, because you couldn't hear him, but he said it's a top 10 city as far as population goes. That's what the ratings go for on television. So she probably makes, I think, probably 6 figures at that job.
Absolutely
Now
not.
right under.
Yes.
No local.
No local news. No.
But
I have
it's
plenty
the
of friends in
market.
Local news. They make dog shit.
But in a top 10 market, you're looking at 100K.
It's not.
This is the 26th biggest metro area in the country.
But look at by ratings.
Right, my homie that does like he's like the sports anchor in Kansas City. He does not make 6 figures.
But it's not close to top 10. If you're going by Dan's, if Dan's population numbers are
He's
correct.
going by TV market.
Right. But that's.
Dan's not going by TV market. Dan's going by the city limits of Austin, Texas. KVU
Population, which goes all the way to
KVU is broadcast around the entire metro area. It is the news station, not just for Austin and within Travis County,
might make
but for
70K.
Round Rock and San Marcos and Dripping Springs. KVU is Dripping Springs thing.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
It is the 26th biggest metro area in the country.
Okay, so if it's 26, then you're looking at probably 75 or 80 for
No
that
matter
gig.
what she makes, she could make 200. She spins 3 times that.
That's
Fair.
crazy. We stand by Hannah Rucker.
So
Fair.
I have on Glassdoor. I
We
have
should get her on the show. You know, we should get her on the show.
what?
Glassdoor is telling me that a reporter's salary at KVU is average, median, I guess, whatever, 73,000.
I nailed it.
Floats between 55 and the top end about 101K.
Oh, fucking nailed it, dude. Who called all that?
Would she be
God
on the
damn it.
top end?
No,
Depends on how many years she's been on. Oh, she's on the morning too. That I mean that
29.
counts. That counts.
she's 29. She doesn't make 100K.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't.
I think she does. How long has she worked there?
Not long enough. I'm telling you, local news.
We
is
need to
dog
get her on.
shit.
We need to get her on the show.
Again, she wants
We
somebody
stand by
making
Hannah.
$500,000.
Okay, let's move on. So,
Yeah, we don't need to.
we
be
did have a favorite. I don't even know why the word mid came up.
Right.
Were
That's
you
crazy.
provoked? I don't know, but
crazy.
We don't
it
need
is
her
what
on the
it is.
show to like tell her, hey, we don't.
Mid.
We think you're okay.
Mid.
Like,
We've-
that's
I think
stupid.
we just need to eliminate the word mid anymore. I mean, that's just crazy.
Cap.
No, we're not doing
just
cap either.
like-
We're not doing cap or mid or any of that stuff, dude.
Okay, so our favorite topic from a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
Bob, remember Ezra Miller.
Oh shit!
And remember, we just were like, "What? How does this person keep
they hit him.
flying under?"
They hit him.
Hid him.
Yep.
Oh, hid him.
Yeah, they hit him.
Okay.
HID, and then the
No,
apostrophe.
they didn't. I
EM.
mean, up until he was choking people and the Hawaii thing. Like, I think
after that,
and people were getting canceled at that time.
Yeah.
Crazy, all over the place. But with him, I think he was just outside of the realm of what we could comprehend, right? Because we were just like, I don't even know. I mean, the cult thing, right? Like there was so many different things coming out.
this is him, by the way. So this is him at the Flash premiere. He is the Flash. It comes out this weekend. Obviously, he is the Flash. This is the first time he's been seen in months and months and months. Here's the other interesting part about this picture. Pop that up one more time, Bob. This is the only premiere that they are going to hold for this movie, which is extremely rare.
Why?
Typically, it is all around the world, and you're like we talked about with The Little Mermaid, right? All your money's coming from overseas. So typically, the tour is U.S., then you go to usually England, and then the Asia market in particular. You got to do Japan, China. Like you got to do all the things over there to promote the movie. This is the only premiere because they can't keep track of this motherfucker, and all they want is this movie to come out. Allegedly, it is so great that they think the movie will live on its own, and they're trying to hide this fucking guy in a basement. And it's bizarre to me. I watched an interview with Michael Shannon the other day regarding this guy. And first of all, Michael Shannon, so fucking funny. When you're that rich and you just don't care anymore, and you hate everything that Hollywood has become, he's just like, I fucking hate this stupid shit. Right. He goes, I don't want to replay this character that already died. And he goes, didn't they watch the first one? If Superman snapped my neck in half, how are you guys going to bring me back?
Right.
And he goes, they keep doing this multiverse thing. And he goes, in the multiverse, he goes, all it is just a bunch of people combining their favorite characters as toys and get them to fight each other like your kids.
Right.
You know, who would win in this fight of me bashing my two little figurines next to each other? He was so fucking funny in this. And then they switched it to Ezra Miller. And they were like, well, what do you think of him? And he goes, you know, that guy is a fucking amazing actor. And he goes, he's super complex. And, you know, I don't know what else he's got going on in his personal life, but as an actor, he was fantastic to work with. And he was lights out when he was acting. And he was like, there's something special about this guy. He goes, whatever the fuck's going on in his personal life, no idea. But as an actor, he was unbelievable. And I was like, holy shit, really? So I don't know, dude. I can't figure this the fuck out.
Maybe he is doing it right. Like maybe being so insane makes it so that people can't like you have to have one thing that you said that we can cancel, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're just an all around like weirdo that like chokes girls and then like
starts cults
cults also, but then you know
Jared Leto
houses young Indian. I don't know. Like if it's too much, I don't think we even know what to do with it. And so you get to just kind of keep going because we're just like, I don't even know what to cancel you for.
Because people who cancel people, typically, they're cowards, right?
Right.
So they want to find someone who they can dominate.
And they will apologize, and they've won,
Right.
and they made you apologize, and now we're good.
But you can't dominate this person.
You can't even find him, right? You can't pin him down. You can't get a statement.
They are wild and insane.
I think it's the way to go. It's my new,
You think you just go far off the deep end?
Well, for Cancel House, if someone was going to come to my PR company, right, and be like, okay, what do I do? I think this would be my new tip.
Double down.
Double down, go crazier, do like a bunch of insane stuff in all different genres, right? Like be racist, like choke a girl, like do everything so that they can't really figure out how to, what group is going to,
because
you have to be good.
You have to be this hot.
At a certain point, you kind of come back around to just being a crazy artist.
Yeah, and then you go, so now, like, even you saying that Michael, then I go, okay, now is he like a Robert Downey Jr., right? Where you just like, you get him through the hard times because he is that good, and you just kind of go like, all right, like, just hide, just go to jail for a little bit, like, you'll get parts, it's fine, go to rehab, you're that good. And so now I'm thinking like, maybe he's that good.
Maybe the only statement he made, too, at this premiere was, he said, I want to thank the studio for standing behind me through this difficult time in my life, and
Perfect.
I'm super grateful to them.
Perfect. He did it all right.
That was it.
He did it all
right. They got
right.
him the fuck off the red carpets, and he was in the movie. The reviews have been lights out for this fucking thing, and the things that I will say this, because we made fun of him on the show a million times. The movies we have seen him in, he was really fucking good. And
right.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Right.
Back to Jesse's point, though. I mean, look what happened to Shia LaBeouf, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's murdering dogs out in the streets.
But like,
ready for a
I will
role.
watch anything that
Same.
motherfucker is in because
Same.
he's that good, right?
But he's also insane in the
Insane.
eyes, right? You can't. There's no one can look at him and be like, I'm gonna get him. You can't get him.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I think the last time they tried to cancel him, he just like did crazier shit, right? Perfect.
Yeah,
Because
he, like, pushed
doing
his girlfriend
everything.
out of the car, and then he's just like, you know what? I'm going to step it up. You know what people care about more than women? Dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everything's going to be for a part, right? And you just go like, I don't even know.
There's a girl in the chat right now who's just like, hey, I can't explain it, but he's just kind of cute. And it's like, no, I get that too. Like, he's a good-looking,
he's a striking figure. I don't know if he's cute, but like he's a very interesting,
good-looking
striking
dude.
looking
He's
dude.
a good-looking
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
No, that was a guy talking about attractive women with braces.
Oh wow, that was a wild guy.
That's a fetish.
Catch
on,
up.
Pornhub.
Catch up,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
catch up, dude. Let that shit buffer, dog. You know.
Yeah, so I think he's good now. As weird as, and I think
If they keep him trapped somewhere, though, where does he go after this? Unless it's into another movie for 8 months like this. Where does he go is the question. Because I think you're right. I'm with you. Like, I think you put Jonathan Majors, him, Shia LaBeouf.
no, because Jonathan Majors did something very specific and he's apologizing.
Right. With Jonathan
Majors hit a girl.
So you're saying he should have gone back out and then punched another woman?
He should have just went on
He should have been filmed on the subway that night sucking a dick.
Sucking a dick, and then like holding a gun to like a white dude, I don't know, like at a Klan rally, like done all kinds of like crazy shit. And then you're just like, what? I don't even know about this guy, right? But he did something that we could hold on to, right?
Never
you
apologize.
have to be squirrely.
Yeah.
You have to put some oil on it, right?
Never apologize.
Never apologize and never be just one kind of crazy is my advice to anyone, because here we are. And here he is. And I can't even think about, I mean, even the cult stuff with the Indian girls, that was like the last straw where I go, I can't do it anymore.
Lakota Iron Eyes. That was her name, Lakota Iron Eyes.
He kidnapped a minority woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Told her she was trans and made her start living trans.
Right, underage. She was underage too. Add that to it.
Lakota Iron Eyes. Say her name.
Started telling people that he might be Jesus because the Flash was very Christ-like. Screamed, like, created a semi-violent scene in a home full of minority women about how they weren't being respectful of minorities or something like that.
And then going to do karaoke and just like beating up a bro, right? So then you're like, what?
He hit like a woman with a chair or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with a chair,
yeah.
Too. And I believe he was like non-binary, so you had to like watch your
He
pronouns.
still is.
In the,
so
by the way, every
they.
article they refer to him as they or their, and
So you're not even
I don't
saying,
do that bullshit either.
You're not even saying like a dude hit a woman. It's like they hit someone, like they got in a fight.
Causing mass confusion.
And it fucking worked. And I say, brilliant. And it's my advice to everyone.
It is. And by the way, so they
Majors,
asked,
if you think he's that good, you need to
I think Jonathan Majors
get him
is
over
very
to
good.
Cancel House, and I will get him on a crazy rampage through the U.S. where you cannot pin him down.
He was on a short list for Oscars to me. Like, I think Jonathan Majors is very, very good. But the director of this movie said, because they asked him, they said, look, with all the controversy and everything else, what are you guys going to do if people want another movie of this or a sequel or something like this? And he goes, I'm going to be honest. I can't picture anybody else playing this character but Ezra, and I would love to have him back for a sequel. And I was like, my head exploded reading this. I was like, what?
Double down and act like you don't
Shia
know.
LaBeouf did. You're right. He doubled down and did all that fucked up shit for years. Remember when he rented out an entire movie theater and just showed his movies for, 72 hours straight, and he slept in the theater and watched it with just normal people?
And was just like laughing, crying, like being insane.
You know what it is? You got to be memeable.
Well, that's the other thing. So he went into, was it NYU where he was teaching at? He took I think it was like a semester where he was just a professor. He set up green screens with the kids, and he said, look, if you want to see what today's world is really like, he goes, we can just create memes and everything right now. People will think I'm insane or whatever, and all of those things where he's screaming and clapping and doing the thing, like that was shot with him as a professor in that class with students, and then they released the footage to the internet and let everybody make whatever they were going to make out of that.
Perfect.
It was brilliant.
I'll hire him.
Well, yeah, I'd watch anything he's in. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
No, I mean for the PR team. He knows what's up.
For the Cancel House?
I need some consultants for Cancel House.
Does he ever?
Cancel House
holy
Productions.
shit, dude. The things that because he flipped a car and broke his own arm and some other girl. Like, he shot those dogs. He punched out that old man walking down the streets in New York.
Yeah, he would get arrested. Like, I know, like Peanut Butter Falcon, it was like he got arrested. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
had to like
Yes.
hold
Here.
production.
Get arrested
he got
here.
arrested here.
I
Yeah.
was trying to bail him out at one point.
You were?
Yeah, I had a group of people. We went to the cell that he got arrested at, and or the jail, and he had already posted bail though. We were going to post bail for him.
Shut the fuck up. Just to do it because it was funny?
We figured he'd party with us.
He would have, too.
And he would have.
He
That's a
would've.
great idea.
My buddies were in town for a bachelor party, and we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go bail out Shia LaBeouf. And
Dude,
by the time we
what?
got there, he's
Oh,
gone.
that would have been
Sorry.
awesome, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, but he would hold up, like, even Peanut Butter Falcon, it was like such a low budget. If you're holding up production, it's such a fucked up thing to do because they don't have the money anyways.
And the worst thing, and this is the lead, was with Down syndrome. And so not only did it hold up production,
Yeah.
but on a movie where the lead actor had Down syndrome. And I'm not kidding. And
No, I know. I saw it and I loved it.
So I love the movie too, and he was great in it. That's
He's
the
always
fucked up
great.
thing, dude.
That's the fucked up thing.
Because what do you tell the kid with Down syndrome?
But again, if you come to, like, if Lindsay Lohan came to my PR, I would be like, sorry, this isn't going to work because you don't have the talent to back it up.
Right.
So, like, I'm not going to go on this whole thing with you and then have you be in a movie and suck. The only way that this works, if we go on this crazy ride, is the next thing that you do has to be fucking awesome and you have to kill it. And she can't.
Now everybody wants to see this goddamn movie. I'll watch it. I'm with Homeboy. I'm with Michael Shannon on this one. I think the last 4 of these things that I've taken my kids to has all been this multiverse bullshit.
Right.
Because you just, there's that nostalgia element where you just want to see the people that you used to like. Because Michael Keaton's in this one as Batman. So is Ben Affleck as Batman.
That's right.
I think...
Wait, there's a bunch of Batmans?
Well, you're in a multiverse. So you can just keep time hopping.
No, I can't.
They did it in Spider-Man. They did it in Doctor Strange. They did it in Ant-Man. And all, I mean, you're just like, dude, I can't watch this bullshit anymore. But this one I'll go see just because I have to know the answer.
Yeah, and everybody will.
I know.
And I bet he's awesome.
I bet it crushes.
Yep.
I bet this movie fucking crushes.
That's the only way.
And they're going to have to hide this guy. Bob, do you have a nature nook today? You guys have a nature nook today?
We do.
Whoa, it was a weird look. It was a weird look. Yes. Yes. Here it is, dude. Fight back.
Okay.
Oh, shit, it was off by one.
So the only thing is I love the music in it, but like we
Wait,
probably
the music
can't,
in this?
right?
Yeah, we can't play the music.
I'm talking to the producer.
Oh, in this. Wait, I wanted to say this. I wanted to give you some shout out. You put the song online. Everybody had asked you to put the Nature Nook song on sign.
Yeah.
Jesse put it up on iTunes, Spotify, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want the Nature Nook theme song, I know you guys have been bugging her about it. She did it.
Is it just for like a ringtone or something?
Everything. You can download it as the song. You can put it as your ringtone. You can do whatever you want.
Have ringtones?
You could sample it.
Yeah, people still have ringtones. For sure.
Sample it and make an even better.
You can do whatever you want. You can put it Instagram.
Oh,
so
okay, there you go.
Stories, videos, YouTube. We allow the YouTube rights. Go ahead, go fuck off with it. Like, do whatever you want. So,
anyways, so I like the music in it, but what do you think, Bob?
Is it
Well, the music's just kind of. I think there's some
I
kind
know.
of restaurant or something off
Right,
it.
which is so great, but like, is that going to be a?
I don't know. It's pretty.
All right.
I think it's fine.
I think you need
And it's also
it.
not American. Like, I don't know how YouTube's going to pick that up.
Right. I just think you need it. So this is in Egypt.
okay.
Someone's filming from a restaurant.
Is it a
I
famous
think
song?
No.
Okay, great.
It's not even remotely.
Great.
Okay.
It's just
Great.
like
It's like a classical
ambient music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play it.
So this is a man swim goes wrong in Egypt.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was unaware that Egypt had a sea. Oh, boy.
Swimming? Oh no, he's not swimming. He's being. Oh God.
Yeah, there's a
He's
shark.
literally-
Oh, shit.
He's being twisted. Oh, his
Oh, my
legs
God,
just came
dude.
up.
There's,
He's being twisted around like he's doing ballet.
This is literally the opening scene from Jaws.
And that's
Oh
his
yeah.
head right there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's gotten away, guys. He's gotten away. He's swimming back. Don't worry. Don't.
Oh.
Oh God.
no.
Oh no. Oh jeez. Keep going. Keep going. Oh no.
Shit.
Still going. Trying.
Why isn't anyone helping?
You can't. What are you going to do?
Get a
What are you
boat.
going to
There's
do?
boats all
God
over.
damn it. No.
Oh
you
no.
can't get a boat over there
All right,
fast
they've
enough.
got him now.
This
they've got
fucking
him now.
shark
He is
would not give up.
Chomping down on him, and it is
And he's
bye
gone.
bye. And it is bye.
Oh, finally
the
a boat got in there in the end.
The boat finally got there, but he's gone now.
Oh, boy. I know that song. That song is that they were playing. It was
I know.
somebody.
But I think it was like
It was
a
somebody at the
cover band
restaurant.
or-
Yeah.
But God,
When the night is
No.
on and the land is dark. That's
No.
exactly what it is. It's Stand By Me. Fuck, dude. Will you stand by me as you're getting eaten by a fucking shark?
Wait, was that a shark or an
Yes,
orca?
that was a shark.
It
Yeah,
was a
exactly.
shark.
It was a shark.
And
What kind of sharks exist in Egypt? I didn't know this. That was violent, by the way. I loved it, obviously. But
Just like all the ocean. I don't know if you know this, but like all the oceans connect. What? What, Bob?
Jesse, it's hot in Egypt. There's no way there's a shark there.
Though they
think
did
we
catch the
still-
shark.
Oh, they did?
Okay. Do we have?
Oh, did they open up the shark? Did we find the guy's head again?
Yeah.
No, because like sharks don't eat whole
They find that guy's
like
head?
alligators. They just kind of like
Oh, tell me they found his head.
chomp on you until
Oh, did they find his head?
It was a Russian tourist, first off.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
was also a weird spot to swim, right?
Yes, it seemed like it was. He was mostly mauled to death, so I think
yeah.
largely the body was.
Oh, they got the shark. Okay, let's see the shark first before the guy.
So this
is the shark.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's a fucking huge
That
shark.
is like a Jaws. That's a great,
Shit.
looks like a great
dude.
white. I'm sure it's not, but
It's I think it's like a tiger, but I'm not positive. This is the guy,
okay.
Vladimir Popov, 23,
Lord.
was swimming with his girlfriend, and the shark just,
Where's the girl?
Yeah, where's the girl?
I don't know.
Did the girl go?
Oh, boy. Is he alive? Did he live?
No.
No, dude.
Very much no.
Hey, guys.
No,
I had
dude.
to ask the question.
Oh,
all
okay,
right?
okay. Yeah.
I had to ask the question. We're an audio show,
Yeah,
too.
no. I think if
Whew.
after the first time of him trying to swim away, there would probably be like a amputation or something. But once he got him,
Yeah.
He seemed like
that
he was getting.
that third time, I think it was done.
Yeah.
I think he was gone.
Seemed like there were a lot of body shots too. Like he was going straight towards. So
It didn't swim.
Oh, dude,
It didn't seem
the
like he
one
was
where
swimming faster.
I thought the one where he's doing a like synchronized swimming
Yeah,
with the legs up.
Twisting. Yep, the little legs up.
That was the gnarly shot.
Yeesh, dude.
That was
Yeesh.
the money
Gosh,
shot.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is
Shit.
actually the third, I guess, shark attack in Egypt in the last 2 years. Two women
Really?
were killed last year, both Europeans. So this is like it's on the Red Sea.
Okay.
You know, Moses parted.
You know
that one.
You
Yeah.
know that one.
Yeah. Big fan of that one.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah, it's a popular tourist spot.
You bet.
I guess beach spot for Europeans. So third Eastern European killed.
Moses didn't help him out there, did he?
No.
Didn't part that sea for that guy to get out of the fucking water in time. Shit.
Yeah, that's the thing is like there was a bunch of boats out there, which is the only reason why I was like, why is someone not?
Well, the boats are
Rolling.
slow. You can't, the guy got in there at the end, but holy shit.
So it would seem that according to the story, they pulled Popov's the lower half of his body out of the water.
Right.
Upper half,
Gone.
who knows?
Yep.
How did they
So
get
they
the
just
lower half out?
because do you see when his legs are like this?
Yeah.
He was going for like the head inside the body. And so then the third time I think he ended up getting
Sure. Do we have a picture of his lower half?
don't.
Actually, they did have some selfie video of him
They did. Okay.
from the vacation. Let me see if I can find it.
Man, that is rough.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
This is,
Don't show that one. That'll get us flagged probably.
What?
No, this is just
The
this is just
selfie?
a
Oh,
dude
just his self. Okay. This is just the dude with the shark.
at
So they
first.
just show
no,
the
no,
selfie
he's
of
just
him.
hanging out.
Hey,
on the
what's
boat.
up?
What
Oh, is that the actual guy?
Yeah, this is the guy that got
Oh
killed.
shit, that's sad. He's a normal.
He's broing
dude.
out. There's a
yeah.
hookah.
Throwing out.
It wasn't
there.
like that fucking homeless person that got eaten by the alligator. Like that. I
Right.
didn't really give a
No,
shit
this guy
about.
was just
He was on vacay, dude.
Look at
Big
that,
time.
dude. Having some lobsters back there.
Going
some
to Egypt for
fun.
vacay.
Yeah. Trying to live it
I
up in
wouldn't do it,
Cairo, maybe walking up the pyramids or whatever you do there.
Yeah.
Son of a
Swimming
bitch,
with the
dude.
sharks,
Swimming
right?
with the sharks.
Yep.
they clubbed the shark to death on the beach.
Really?
Egypt, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't harpoon that fucker. You were like, no, I'll do.
No, they wanted to- they
Everybody,
were
grab a
pissed.
boat oar. We're gonna go after the shark
They
by
were
hand.
pissed. They were pissed.
That's intense.
Pissed.
Shit, it's a good one, you guys. You guys are really mastering this and honing it, by the way.
Well, Bob, Bob's grinding 24/7.
Yeah, dude. 24/7, 365.
He's on the boards
Yeah.
looking for those
I got my 4-month-old in one arm,
Yep.
rocking
Yeah.
him to sleep, and in the
and
other arm,
just
my cell
horrific
phone.
animal
Horrific
videos.
animal
yeah.
videos.
Yep.
Man, I mean, you guys are getting really good at this. Yeah. And again, you put that Nature Nook song out so you can stop asking.
It's pretty much my contribution
Jesse
to
put it out.
Nature Nook is
Yeah.
the song only. But hey,
Song's great.
thank you.
The song lets you know that your dark times are ahead.
Yeah. But also it's going to be fun because there's like club music. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's going to be dark but fun. Because the moral
Was it fun?
Because the
When
moral
the guy's legs went up in the air like
no,
that?
but the
Was
moral
that
of
fun?
Nature Nook always, like you guys said, why is he swimming right there?
I don't know.
What is it? Was that like he had to swim all the way out there for what?
It's
Not like he was jumping off a boat and playing. Like he was in the middle of the fucking ocean or what? I don't even know.
Jess, you go to Egypt. and you hear
That's what I'm saying.
you hear Red Sea, and you're like, well, Moses was in that. Can I get in that and have some fun?
Okay, well, then you're going to have to suffer the consequence of thinking that you're the one person in the world that's not going to be eaten by a shark.
Somebody in the chat said Elon G said they mummified the shark. Is that true?
Yeah, they're putting it in a museum. They mummified it. They're putting it in a museum.
Okay.
Wow, that's great.
Well, I'll
Because
never
the shark
see it.
won?
I'll never see it. I hate
You will.
museums.
But you've always wanted to go to Egypt.
I don't
I'm kidding.
go to museums or Egypt. So put it in there.
You don't want to see the pyramids?
Nope.
No desire. I don't either. I don't have that desire either. No desire to see the pyramids. I asked a buddy of ours who went. He goes,
I've seen pyramids. They were like
he goes,
in
"Man,
Mexico, but
it was awesome. They let us
And
walk
climb
around
to
the
the top.
fucking thing and whatever." I go, great. I go, what else did you do there? And how long did it take to get on? He was like, it's like 4 hours by camel or some crazy shit. And I go, none of that is worth it.
no.
No, just show me a nice doc. You know, just show me some nice National Geographic footage of the pyramid, and I'm all good.
Yeah. For sure.
Fuck, fun show today, kids. Man, we learned a lot.
We really did.
We really did. Shouts out to Henrucker,
Sure.
Shouts out to that shark as well, doing its job. He finished.
Yeah.
You got to finish what you start. And
Yeah, he
that's
really did
important to
not
say.
give up, and that's kind of, I think, our message on this show. And yeah,
It's the way we live our life. Just don't give up out there.
just don't give up.
You can accomplish your dreams if you just don't give up.
Like a shark with a Russian. Don't let it go.
Don't let it go. Just keep
Don't let it go.
Keep it real close to you. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. I said this last week, and people started reviewing finally and saying, hey, dude, we want the episode of, I forgot that the bet was me shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, you have to sit there and not say anything, and then it's
Right,
just going to be
for a full hour and a
no
half.
matter what we say.
Yep. And I will do that. But
Mm-hmm.
you've got to get us to 2,000 reviews. I think we're at 1940 right now. So you still have 60 to go. I will do a full episode where I sit here and just shut the fuck up and let you guys discuss whatever you want.
It's
And
going
I'm
to be
good
the
with that.
most planned out episode ever. We're going to have all kinds of facts that are going to be wrong that you would love to just be like, and we're just going to be like, well, we don't know. I mean, there's no one here to tell us different, right?
Oh, it's great.
It's going to be really good.
So look, you're 60 away. Just review the fucking show on iTunes. That's it. Spotify, it's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. Appreciate you tuning in, kids. Drinking Bros podcast is next on the old Patreon here in about 25 minutes. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.